I might seem calm, cool, and collective, but I am actually butt-fuck nervous. I am very nervous right now. It's been a while since I've done any kind of stand-up comedy. It's good to be up here doing stand-up as I look at my phone, because I'm terrible at this. But I'm actually very nervous. One thing that my doctor told me is that when you're nervous in front of a crowd, it's to picture everybody naked. But I don't have a very good imagination, so I'm going to need a little crowd participation. It would be a great help. I beg everybody in the audience, just please get naked. Please. Especially you, because you're very beautiful and you make me very nervous. I'm just kidding. That was a demonstration of why I'm single. But I have been single for a while. I think the biggest part of it is because I use the same pickup line every time. It's a pickup line that has to do with the Titanic, but now I realize that's not a good icebreaker. But it is good to be up here. It's good to be performing. It's been quite a while since I've done stand-up. I did stand-up when I was younger, but it didn't really work out for me. I think most of it is because I'm terrible. Sorry, I forgot the joke. No, I haven't done stand-up in a while, and I think most of it is just because, fuck, I can't remember this joke. So, I'm going to move on to the next joke, because it has to do with my grandma, who's somebody who's very special to me. My grandmother has always been a big inspiration. Actually, fun fact about my grandmother, in the time that I've been alive, I'm 27 years old. The time that I've been alive, my grandmother has had 4 husbands. The first 3 of them were all named Richard. And the last one was named Philip. That's right. It took my grandmother 3 dicks to get her Phil. You would be so disappointed.
Oh, Brian!
No, seriously. She wanted me to be a priest. She wanted me to be a priest. My father wanted me to be a priest. So naturally, growing up, I wanted to be a dolphin. Why a dolphin? Because they're very intelligent animals. I love dolphins. No, seriously, for a little while I wanted to be a priest when I was younger. It wasn't until I got a little bit older that I realized that I'm not a gay pedophile. So I gave up on the whole priest idea. A big part of it for me was, I heard that if you're going to be a priest, you know it at a young age. You feel something, you make a connection with God. You feel something when you're at Mass. The only thing I feel at Mass is tired. It's fucking terrible. Especially when they're singing lullabies the whole time. Then you give me crackers and wine? That's a recipe for a nap. The other thing I feel is a pain in my ass, because those benches, fucking retarded. No wonder why they call them pews. They stink. It's a fact that at the church is the only place where kneeling is a comfortable alternative to sitting down. I don't even want to get into the holidays. The holidays don't make sense to me. That's why I always celebrated one holiday that, I could wrap my head around. One holiday that meant something. Halloween. And the reason why is because I have Halloween all figured out. I have one costume that kills it every single year. I go to every party dressed as a premature ejaculation. But you're wondering, how do you go as a premature ejaculation? And I'll share. I don't wear any shoes, no socks. I'll wear pants, but I won't wear a shirt. So I go to a party and somebody's like, what are you? Oh, I'm a premature ejaculation. Why aren't you wearing a shirt? Well, that's because I just came in my pants. Glad you like that. That's my grandfather's favorite joke. No, my grandfather's a great man. He was always very business savvy, and he spoke in proverbs, which it was funny. He would always give those answers like, well, you'll understand it when you're older. And those kind of answers. I remember one specific instance. I was playing in a room and I heard him around the corner. He was speaking with one of his colleagues about a bonus. He was speaking about a bonus. And I heard him, and I'm curious like a cat. So I fucking run around the corner and I go, Grandpa, what does that mean? He goes, what does what mean, buddy? I say, what's a boner? He goes, boner? Oh, you must mean bonus. You don't want to get those two mixed up. Being a naive little child, I said, why? What's the difference? He says, what's the difference between a boner and a bonus? Well, your grandma's probably going to blow my bonus. No, my grandfather, he was a great guy. Very big influence for me. We spent a lot of time together, it was a great experience. Except towards the later years, as he got older, you could tell he lost a little something. There was a little sharpness that was gone, and nobody could ever really figure out what was going on. But anyway, one day we got hammered, blackout drunk, and he taps me on the shoulder. We're at a bar, and he taps me, and he says, Brian, what's that over there? So I turn to the end of the bar, and I see a tranny, transsexual, in a purple leotard. And that's the day I had to explain to my grandfather what a transvestite is. It was very difficult for me because still to this day, I'm not even really sure what a transvestite. I know that there's a transvestite, there's a transsexual, there's a transgender, there's trans fats, transatlantic airlines, Trans-Siberian Orchestra. I still don't really fucking know. So it was very difficult for me. I gave it my best shot. And by the end of it, I think I was more confused than my grandfather was. He had a glossy look over his eyes, but he only had one question. He said, so if a transvestite goes missing, do you put their face on a carton of half and half? That's all I got tonight, guys. Thank you.